Hello and welcome to Grumpy Vegan Grandad. Dan here. Now, I was just googling vegan on YouTube, and this popped up. So I watched it, and even though it's a bit fucking sick and sad, it brought up a few positive points. To be honest with you. It says it's called Vegans Try Meat for the First Time. And I went in the description. Where the hell's the description gone? Oh, there it is. So in the description, it says 3 vegetarians now turned vegan who have been vegetarian for 1, 5 and 30 years respectively, taste test different types of meat, including sausages wrapped in bacon, chicken wings, burger, a steak and some breaded veal. So I can't make out whether they're now turned vegan since doing this, or it's 3 vegetarians now turned vegan while they're doing this before. So but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, well, actually, I suppose it does matter. Well, I suppose it does matter. I mean, for the obvious one, is vegetarians usually are vegetarian because they don't like meat. But I don't think that is the case here. I think they may have been ethically vegan. I don't know why I think that, but it's just... I just don't think a vegetarian who's vegetarian because they don't like the taste of meat would even try meat, no matter what they did get from it. You know, like the 5 minutes of fame on this channel. I mean, it's an old one. It's 2017. 38,000. Is that 38 million? 38,570,055 views. Is that right? Who cares? It's a lot. Even if it was 38,000, it's quite a lot of views. So let's go through it. Let's go through it.
Going to be tasting meat for the first time in about 30 years.
I've been a vegetarian for about a year now, so I'm really just completely turned off meat, so I'm really nervous. Coming up to...
So she's turned off meat now, but she doesn't say why she's vegetarian. That's a problem with this.
5 years I would be vegetarian now, I'd say. I fell off the wagon once or twice at the start, because it's not easy. But yeah, good 5 years, I'm proud to say.
Proud to say. She's proud to say she was vegetarian for 5 years. That sounds a bit ethical, doesn't it? That sounds like she's doing it for ethical reasons. And let's not judge, because they may not know the truth about dairy and eggs. So we've got to give them some leeway.
Oh my god!
So they've got pig flesh, sinew, muscle, wrapped in pig flesh.
It's sausage with, is that bacon around it, is it?
So I've only ever had a barbecued vegetable, so
It's not as good as I remembered, I'm sorry.
Now that's interesting. That's very interesting. Especially for the bacon dolls. It's like, oh, it's always bacon. Oh, bacon. I miss my bacon. Well, that sausage is wrapped in bacon. And she's saying it's not as good as she remembered. So that's a pretty cool comment. Even though she is like eating it.
Right.
I'll take one more.
She had a bucket then. She got the bucket. She was spitting that out.
I'll take
Yeah,
one.
she spat that out.
I won't. I'm not touching it now. Anyway.
I just couldn't imagine swallowing it.
Cow flesh. It's not steak, it's cow flesh. Sinew, muscle, veins, arteries, skin, blood.
No, God, no.
Gosh, even cutting this is hard. So one thing you never have to worry about with vegetables.
That's it, isn't it, about vegetables? It's like, oh, if any of you noticed that once you go vegan, when you eat food, vegetables, and everything else that is linked with following the vegan lifestyle, I mean, I've noticed that my teeth don't get as damaged anymore. I haven't been to the dentist for like 2 years now. And that's not because of lockdown. I haven't needed to. And you're not used to biting hard, only on nuts and seeds, you know? So yeah, to have a piece of, like, if tofu was like that, you know, absolutely solid, and you struggled to cut through it and chew it.
I knew there was going to be meat involved, but you know what? I wasn't even going to allow myself to think what kind of meat.
Jesus, how do people do this?
Ugh.
Is that enough of a taste?
No, the one before then, this girl, she's the 1 year vegan, isn't she? She's the 1 year vegetarian. I can't make out whether they're vegan or vegetarian. I think this must have sent him, I don't know. Because you can be vegetarian and just cut out meat. It doesn't make you vegan. You've got to, so I don't know. But she's only 1 year, and so I'm getting a feeling that she give it up because she wasn't keen on meat rather than the ethics. What's the t-shirt say? New York 5th Avenue, so it's not an activist t-shirt.
Is that enough of a taste?
Okay, do it.
It just doesn't seem like food.
Boom. It doesn't seem like food. It doesn't seem like food. I think we'd all react like that if we, for some reason, had to do this. For survival, maybe. It doesn't taste like food.
So dipping the chicken in the blue cheese, is that cheating?
Okay, no, that's as good as I remember.
Right, so that's as good as she remembers, but what's that chicken coated in? Spices. It's spicy. So she's not tasting the chicken, she's tasting the spices, you know?
Strangely, out of all the meats, chicken is the one that I really can't stand, even the thought of.
Oh my God.
Even just the fact you have to touch it with your fingers.
Just when I took a bite into it and I touched the bone, I just... Oh.
She's definitely vegetarian because she doesn't like the thought of eating meat. She doesn't sound like anything she said doesn't sound like ethics.
Oh, yeah, it's the skin and the...
I'm sorry. That's so good.
And she's the one who keeps falling off the wagon, so is she vegan now?
This is definitely the worst so far.
This is cow.
This should be easy because, well,
The steak was cow, you think? bitch.
Easier, I think, because it's more processed.
I can really just taste the meat, like, compared to everything else with it. I can really, I just need to spit out.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Oh my god, there's so much chewing in it. Sorry.
Yeah. I can feel the knife cutting into it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, this is my memory of meat, that you're just chewing and chewing and it's not going anywhere.
Is it so natural? Why have we got to chew and chew and chew and chew meat? Because we haven't got incisors. We haven't got sharp teeth. We can't break it down. We're not meant to eat meat. Most of choking episodes that happen in the world are all, majority are all animal products. Very rare that people have choking episodes on plant-based foods.
Veal.
Yeah.
What is that?
Honestly, with veal, it's kind of the ethical thing. That's why people don't eat it. But in terms of tasting,
So veal is calf, baby calf. The ethical thing. So she's definitely ethics. But why is she eating it? Is this helping people?
I can't imagine it's any different.
Ugh. My stomach's turning just even like thinking about biting into it.
I feel so guilty because that's nice. It is, like, it's actually nice.
It just does nothing for me. The taste is just really kind of bland.
Boom! It's bland. Of course it is. That's why they've got to put all the breadcrumbs and spices and herbs on it. Meat on its own is shite. It tastes of nothing. That's why they got to fire black pepper, salt, everything on it.
Tissuey. Yeah, it doesn't really taste of anything.
The texture was much better than the steak.
That's because it's a baby, darling. It's a baby.
Because it's a baby.
Just, I don't look at it as being food anymore. Like, I really just look at it as being a flesh of an animal. Like,
I'm a lot more assertive now and sure that I'm vegetarian for life, 100%. What did one vegetarian say to the other vegetarian? You've got to stop eating like this. That's all I've got. It's my only vegetarian joke.
Oh, fuck off. Wowzers. Wowzers. So, guys, what do you think of that? Was it constructive to do that? Would people who have gone vegan for a couple of years, would it help their resolve if they were weakening to try meat again? I know you're all screaming at the screen, no, Dan, that's not ethical, blah, 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 you're not vegan, blah, 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 blah. But after watching that, would it reinforce your resolve? Would it be worth it for vegans or vegan YouTubers like myself or anybody else to do that experiment? Just to prove the point? I don't think so. And I wouldn't. I'm just thinking it all through out loud at the moment, so excuse me, guys, but this is what I'm here for. To think of the things that you don't want to say. But does it help? Would it help? Has that helped you guys? Is there some new vegans watching this now and thought, I was curious, but now that's changed my mind. That's stopped the curiosity completely. Was that a useful video? It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. And finally, you may remember my video on the Cube of Truth, the Anonymous for the Voiceless, last Sunday. and I meant to say on the video, but I forgot, so I'll say it now. I was nervous about going doing that. Not because of lockdown and not socialising with people, because with my job I socialise with people all the time. But I was nervous about my ability. And this is for all you out there who won't go talking to people in the street or wouldn't do a cube of truth or anything like that. What I'm saying to you is, try it. Because if you're an ethical vegan, and there's no other type of vegan out there, so you are, all you've got to do is transmit to those people that why you are vegan. Go to that cube and you just stand there. You don't have to do anything. The guys don't make you do anything. They ask for volunteers to hold the screens. You can do that if you want. But you don't have to. And you can just stand on the sidelines and watch. And that's what I did at first. I just watched. I filmed a little bit, obviously for the channel. But I stood on the sidelines and just watched and looked at people. And when I saw people looking at the screens, I just walked up slowly. I wasn't going to say anything. I just walked up and sort of gauged how I felt. And then I just said hello. And that's all it takes. And what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? You forget some points. You forget a stat or whatever. You don't need to go down those roads. All you've got to do is tell them why you are vegan and ask them why they are not. Ask them the questions. While they stood watching them screens, I just walked up, said hello, and said, what do you think of this then? And 9 times out of 10 they said it's awful. And then I asked them, do you know what we're doing here? And then I would tell them why we're here. We're trying to get people to boycott. We're trying to get people to boycott this industry because it's cruel and people don't realise what's going on. And then they start asking questions. So if you've got a cube near you, an AV, go on Facebook, Instagram, look for AV, search AV, hashtag AV, @AV, whatever. Have a look and just go up and watch. You don't have to do anything and watch. But I'll tell you something. It is so satisfying and heartwarming to have a conversation with somebody. Even if they walk away and you know they're not going to think about it. Even if they walk away and do that, you feel better inside. You feel better inside because you've done something good. You've passed on the message. You've represented the animals. You've spoken on their behalf. And you never know what that person's going to do after they've talked to you. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. So guys, get out there, get it done. Once you've done it once, you'll be addicted and you'll love it. Grumpy Vegan Grandad signing out. Peace.